So I've got a secret to tell you. Your dating success is far more to do with your ability to understand women, understand her signals, and to actually have really high standards for the women that you meet and date, rather than you being the best guy ever at approaching women. How do I know this? Well, as I hope you know by now, I'm dating coach and TED speaker Hayley Quinn, and over a decade, I have helped tens of thousands of men and women to meet one another in person and online and to radically improve their dating life. And right now, in this video, I want to start to give you an access all areas pass and insight into why things at this stage aren't connecting in your dating life. I understand that you might be smart, successful, interested in personal development, and all round actually a really great guy. But for some reason, this whole area with women doesn't feel like it's connecting. And you know what happens when you're not getting the results that you want with women? Maybe lots of women are cancelling on your dates, they're flaky on your messages, you're not getting any responses online, and you don't have the inherent confidence within yourself to approach women in real life. What do most guys do under those circumstances? I can tell you this, they beat themselves up. They feel like they're not good enough. They don't have enough self-worth. They wish they just had these skills or this confidence or this know-how. And they put tons and tons of pressure on themselves, which in the end actually prevents them even more from taking the action they need to go out there and make their dating life a real success. And to me, a real success for you is that you have abundance, that you feel so comfortable approaching these really high quality women that I know, because I work with them too, really would love to meet you as well. So right now, if you see women all the time who you would love to be able to connect with, who you'd love to be able to go and say hello to, but you feel like you're constantly holding yourself back because you feel uncertain, you don't feel confident enough in yourself, to be honest, you don't even feel like you're allowed to meet women anymore, I want to tell you that that is not your fault. First of all, modern media has done a pretty great job of making you feel really bad about making the first move as a modern man. Now, to me, making the first move is not evil. I think actually both men and women should get more comfortable with being able to be proactive, because what I want for you in your dating life is abundance. I want you to have the ability to go out and make those social connections, to feel good about yourself and to take those opportunities that arise in front of you. And to me, it's not about not approaching, it's about learning how to approach in a way that women are really into, that is respectful and modern. It's not about saying no one can approach anyone else anymore. I just think that's silly. Secondly, dating advice has also kind of failed you. Dating advice, if you haven't noticed, traditionally puts a lot of pressure on you as a man to step up, to make that first move, to ask her out, to get her number, to take her on a date. Everything in the dating process seems to feel like it's all about you doing this amazingly perfect performance. It could feel like if you just send that wrong message or you get one line wrong when you're saying hello to her, that she is automatically going to reject you. Understandably, this is going to make you feel under a ton of pressure and that you can't actually make that first move in a way that is straightforward and easy. Now, I believe that there is a completely different approach you can take to your dating life. One that actually empowers you to go out there and meet women in a way that is modern and respectful. And secondly, one that gives you a really great insight into how she is also contributing to the dating process. I realized this because after about 5 years of just working with men, I decided to start working with women as well, because I figured if you're going to solve a problem of people meeting one another, you can't build a bridge from one side. You have to look at how two people can come together. It's not all about the guy having the perfect line and the perfect follow-up and just being an amazing performer. It has to be also about the woman being open-minded, the woman sending signals, the woman being able to communicate also with the man about what she wants. Dating, sex, and relationships is a two-way process. It is not one-sided. After I realized this, I started to work really hard and I developed amazing women's training programs as well as men. Training programs where men and women meet one another and learn from one another. Training programs where women proactively learn how to go out there and make the first move. It was pretty groundbreaking and slightly edgy, but what it allowed me to do was really understand much more than just from my perspective as a woman, but from the perspectives of all these amazing, successful, gorgeous women I'm working with. I could start to understand what their stick points were with dating, how they were communicating with you, what signals they were sending, and how they could get better at doing that. I started, I guess you could say, to see a little bit through the matrix. And from that, I decided that I was going to go out there and do something that I don't think anyone has ever done before. This past year, I have spent distilling all of the best of my knowledge from a decade of working with men and women into an online training program that is truly unique. I call it Unite. Unite is the first training program which you can participate in as a man or as a woman. Now, this doesn't mean that Unite is gender neutral, quite the opposite. There is a set of men's training modules and there's a set of women's training modules. But what's cool is, as a man or as a woman, you can see the other half's training modules. This means you get to kind of like peek behind the curtain and really understand the dating advice that women are receiving. You get to understand their fears, their problems within the dating process. You also get to understand their signals and what they are trying to do to go out there and proactively meet you. I don't think dating is about creating a battle of the sexes. Instead, I think your dating life is going to radically improve when you really understand women well and when we get real transparency around how men and women are communicating with one another. Because you know what I see every day? I don't see that, women don't want to meet men or men don't want to meet women. What I see is a lot of missed opportunities where both the man and the woman kind of don't know how to make the first move or how to signal they're interested, so end up just thinking, oh, you know what, I'm just going to leave it, and they don't do anything. Or in a conversation, they have too much small talk and they don't discover that they have all these amazing things in common. This means on a day-to-day basis, you could be interacting with women and women could be interacting with you, and you could be missing out on the fact that you could actually be a great match for one another purely because you're not communicating effectively and purely because you don't understand one another. So how I've gone about solving this is by creating Unite. Unite has 10 core modules and 3 bonuses. In fact, it's my longest course I've ever made with over 20 hours of videos and 10 accompanying PDFs to make sure that you are really taking on board that advice and making that progress in your everyday life. We will be looking at everything from how you can get in a great mindset around dating, how can you make the first move in real life, and of course I've got some really high quality video examples in there. How can you plan a great date? How can you have conversations which avoid small talk and that really connect with her? How can you look about instigating touch on a date in a way that is modern and non-creepy? Again, I've got some great video examples in there. Alongside this extremely comprehensive A to Z of dating, which is there to take you from a position of simply not understanding women, and because of that feeling like you're unable to make that first move because all the pressure is on you. Instead, I'm going to get you super aware of what signals women are sending, how they're thinking and feeling about dating, and which women are also out there trying as well to make that effort to get to know you. Alongside that, I have some awesome bonuses. I have a bonus from James Marshall at Natural Lifestyles, talking to you about lifestyle development. I have Sarah Rose, who is a sex coach, talking to you about how you can have great follow-up in the bedroom. We have a module on your online dating success. So if you're finding that you're just not getting any matches or people are not getting back to your messages, let's fix that. It's easy to improve. Finally, I have the coolest bonus ever, which is a library of interviews with real single men and women. These are anonymized, so you don't just have to take it from me. You can learn from a wide variety of sources about what women are really thinking and feeling about dating. Now, you know what's really important for me is I want to see the men and the women that I'm working with and you achieve amazing dating success. I want you to meet one another. I want you to have great dating experiences, amazing sexual experiences, relationships, because let's face it, We are people, and intimacy, physical closeness and connection are things that we need just to feel happy and really good about ourselves. And I know you're a great quality guy, and I want to give you that gift of confidence and the knowledge and the skills to go out there to create the life you want. Because of this, and because I so want you to understand women better, I hope you're going to be really happy to see that the investment for participating in the whole 20-hour Unite training program with those 10 accompanying PDFs is actually way less than spending 1 hour chatting to me. Best of all, when you join into Unite, I'm going to be giving it a 60-day, no quibble, 100% guarantee. That's because I only really want to be working with people who really love my advice and who are really winning when they listen to it. If for whatever reason, whether it is something I say or a font I use or my earrings, that you don't like the advice that I'm giving you, if you ask for a refund within 60 days, you will be given that refund with no questions asked. So if you think you are ready to participate in Unite and you are ready to create that change, to really understand women and to never miss out on an opportunity again, I want you to click on the button below. That's going to secure you instant access to my Unite training program. Now, my goal for you for participating in my online training program Unite is that you have choice. Choice is fantastic in the area of dating. It's important to have choice because if you've been in one of those awful scenarios where you've been messaging a woman for a while and she kind of almost seems like she's going to meet but then never actually gets around to seeing you, or that you keep beating yourself up over an opportunity that's passed you by, or simply that you're walking around in your everyday life time and time again seeing women that you'd love to say hello to but having none of the confidence or none of the skills to be able to do that. That is rubbish. That's purgatory. It's going to make you feel really down about yourself and you're going to feel like your options are really narrow. So if you do ever manage to have an option or a woman that you connect with, sometimes that opportunity then becomes too important to you. You hold on to it too tight and you end up messing it up. Instead, I want you to feel that actually meeting women is a natural, everyday part of your life and your personality, that you understand how to go about that in a way that is modern and respectful, that you become super aware of what signals and signs that women are sending to you so you don't miss out on those opportunities. And that actually, because you realize that women are out there and in their own way, trying to meet you too, that you have higher standards for the women that you're meeting, that you actually expect a bit more from them in the dating process. I want you to be confident, to be self-assured, and to know that you have the knowledge and the abilities and the self-worth to get the dating life that you want. If you would like to join me on Unite, all you need to do is click on that button below. It is a limited time offer, so I really hope I will see you on the other side, and thank you so much for watching this video.